Hi guys, I'm Zach from Roadworks Media, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some cheap JDM cars for sale for under 100k here in South Africa and such. Then I'll discuss if I think it's a little bit of a good buy or not, or any knowledge that I do know of the cars and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. This video is a little bit of a shout out to Untitled JDM. He kind of started with these JDM cars for sale in South Africa videos. He often does live streams and stuff like that. Unfortunately, recently he's been going through a lot of personal stuff and has had a lot go on, so he hasn't really been doing these. I know he actually live streamed one like just the other day. But yeah, he's slowly packing up, and I think he's moving out of the country and stuff, so he sold all his JDM cars and stuff. So this video goes out to him and is just a little bit of a shout out to him. I do quickly want to note though, before we get into it, that I'm just very quickly skimming through the ads for these different cars and stuff. I don't know much about them. I don't know, I might miss very prominent things about the car, like damage or something like that. So don't hold what I say as like 100%. If you are going to go look at any cars for sale, obviously do a lot of your own research about the car, if it suits you, suits your needs, has what you want, and such and such. Yeah, but with no further delay, let's get into it. First up, we have this absolutely lovely Datsun 160Y Coupe for $50,500. These classic Datsuns are really cool. They've got like a really cool classic muscle kind of look about them, and I think to build them out a little bit with that kind of styling in mind, a little bit of a classy classic muscle build would look absolutely stunning on these. I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about these, so I don't know like how reliable they are, how they perform, how they handle. Can't really comment about anything of that. However, by the looks of things, it kind of looks like it has back seats, so that's a plus. I will note that these cars are quite old. They were made back in the 70s, so do be wary if you are going to go look at one for, be understanding that it's a really old car, so the engine's probably going to be quite tired, as well as it's probably going to have a few body issues. But on an interesting note, these cars were actually made here in South Africa for the local market. So they're quite common here, and I think you could probably get parts reasonably easy for what is a two-door classic JDM car, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty cool. In regards to this ad in particular, it is a very lovely blue. The pics are a little bit low quality, but from what I can see, the body and the interior looks in pretty good condition, pretty neat. No engine pics, unfortunately, so I can't really comment on that, how the engine kind of stands. But yeah, just saying, if you came into this with like 100k budget, since like I said, this is JDM cars for sale for under 100k. If you went into this with a 100k budget, you could probably walk away with this thing for 50k and then dump an SR20 in there. That could be really fun. So next up, we have this really good looking Toyota MR2 for 70,000. This is the SW20. Next up, we actually have another Toyota MR2, but this time the shape after, which is the cutesy shape. This is going for 80,000. Now, to be honest with this one, it looks all right. It looks like there's a little bit of damage in the front, maybe a little bit of paint issues. It also doesn't look like it's spaced correctly, as well as it's also on some, let's try to be kind here, crap rims. But apparently it does come with a hard top, so that's a really good point. I mean, Mx-5 guys think that the hard tops for these are hard to find. I know that the MR2s are 10 times worse, so that's really good. Yeah, I don't know, it's not terrible. I would probably try and knock the price down a little bit. I think the price is set a little bit too high. If the price came down a little bit, I'd say it's probably worth it then. All right, next up we have a Honda Prelude for 45,000. I have recently fallen in love with these cars, I cannot lie. When you just give them a little bit of love and a little bit of mods like lowering it and some wheels, these look phenomenal. I absolutely love the way that they look. This one in particular looks like it's in pretty good condition, basically the same kind of condition as when I bought my MX-5, also kind of close to the price. It looks pretty good body-wise. Interior looks really good. Body-wise, the only thing that I have noticed is on the rear bumper, it looks like there's a little bit of spider cracking on the paint, a little bit of paint chipping. They are still front-wheel drive, which is meh, but I mean, technically speaking, it is the sexier cousin to the Honda Civic. So that's a plus point there, and as we know, Civics are really cool, especially when they have laptops in the passenger seat. So I'm sure you could mod these, and I mean, Hondas are pretty well known for their ability to be engine swapped as well as drivetrain swapped. So maybe, I'm not sure on the Preludes, but maybe. And they have back seats. So what more could you want? Nice, sleek looking body as well as back seats. I've really fallen in love with these cars. I think they're really, really cool. Yeah, no, I definitely think this is definitely worth one looking into. If you are looking at it as a first car as well, these look pretty damn cool. Next up, we have yet another Honda Prelude. But this time the previous shape that has the pop-up headlights, which as we all know make it 100 times better. This car is going for 55,000, so not too bad. In short, basically ditto to what I said for the previous Honda Prelude. Front wheel drive, possibly engine swapping and stuff, don't really know. Also back seats, really good point there. But this one just looks in absolutely spectacular condition. Yeah, no, it looks absolutely stunning body wise, as well as it has a sunroof, and that's a really cool plus point. Yeah, and these also, the shape looks absolutely stunning when you just chuck some rims and coilovers, some lowering springs on there. They look stunning. So this would be also a really cool build to get into. Is again an older car, so just be wary, you know, engine wise and parts wise to get replacement parts. But past that, I think these are really cool. Last but not least, we have a Mazda Mx-5, because would it really be one of my videos if I didn't go on for 30 minutes about how these are the best cars in the entire world and the best cars known to man. So this one is going for 87,000. It is a completely stock NB Miata as well as a completely clean title NB Miata, so that's really good as well. The NB is the shape after mine, so the shape with the solid lights, not the pop-ups, although they share some parts. These Miatas also have the 1.8s, not the 1.6s, as well as they also have the ABS and airbags, which are very nice features to have. They are absolutely great cars and so much fun to drive, as well as really good cars to learn how to race in a car, like how to control a car. I'm not going to carry on about this one too much, otherwise we'll be here all day. However, if you do want a full video going a little bit more in depth about what to look for to buy a Miata, whether it be an NB or an NA, I mentioned a lot of really good points in my previous video, so go check that out. For this car in particular though, this looks in pretty good condition. Again, these cars look super duper good with just one or two mods, wheels and coilovers, and you look stunning. Brannigan is a very good shout out for that. One thing to note is this car does not come with the hardtop, so maybe you could play around with the price a little bit there, see if you can bring him down. But yeah, past that, this car looks really good. Not much else to say. You'd kind of have to go see these kind of cars in person for all of the cars that we've spoken about today to get a proper look. This is kind of just, like I said in the beginning, a skim through. So, and with that, guys, we're all wrapped up and ready to finish up the episode. This video was all kind of just constructed and made up of cars that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Obviously, there's a lot more websites that you can look at to try get these old cool JDM cars, see if there's other things available, or maybe, hey, if this video gets lots of likes, lots of attention, I'll do another video on other websites, speaking about cars that I found on other websites. So if you did enjoy it and you'd like to see another video like this, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel so that you are notified when the next video comes to you and such other generic YouTuber things. But yeah, until then guys, cheers. Well, that is because unfortunately it is Swazi registered. So it is registered in... Oh, it fell off.